Welcome to this I Academy. Today we're starting about the class 10th chapter number 6 biology sections life process. Okay, this previous videos of these chapters are given in the link description. Once you have to check for the previous videos of this chapter. Okay, next topic is that is the oxygen enters the body. Okay, in last videos we discussed that the heart function and their different chambers. Next will comes the oxygen enters the blood in the lungs. You have to learn about the functions of heart and their chambers. You have to see our previous video. That link is given in the description. Here next comes here oxygen enters the blood in the lungs. Last class we discussed that the how oxygen is entering into the body and how carbon dioxide is removing from the body. Okay, next after the entering or how oxygen is enters into the blood through the lungs. Okay, the separation of the right side of the left side of the heart is useful to keep oxygenated and deoxygenated blood from mixing. Okay, what is the use of right side and left side of the heart? Means they will prevent the mixing of oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood. The main basic function of the sides or chambers of the heart, right side or left side, is mainly prevent that mixing of carbon dioxide blood and oxygenated blood. Such separations allows a highly efficient supply of oxygen to the body. Okay, thus they are making the separation of oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood, means that will makes the advantages of an organism to supply oxygen to each and every part of the body. The making of separation will increases the lifespan as well as the increases the supplying of the oxygen to each and every part of the body is more efficiently. Okay, this is the reason they are separating the oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood. Okay, this is useful in animals that have high energy needs such as birds and mammals which constantly use energy to maintain their body temperature. Okay, so the separation of oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood is useful in the animals which are continuously use the energy for their regulating body temperature. So that time they will not gather, they will not have they will not independent they will not independent of environment, so they are dependent on the environment, so they have to continually change their body temperature, so they need constantly oxygen for that. So there is a mixing of oxygen with carbon dioxide, means that will reduce the functions of the body. So that is why the chambers of the heart or left side or right side will prevent the mixing of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Okay, the oxygen will continue supplies, means the temperature of the body will be maintained. For example, mammals and birds are continuously use the energy for their regulating the body temperature. The energy is produced by using oxygen, so that is why there is no mixture of oxygen and carbon dioxide. That is the importance in like animals, birds and mammals. Okay, such animals are there in the nature that can tolerate the mixing of carbon dioxide as well as the oxygen. Some animals like mammals and birds, they will not tolerate the mixing of carbon dioxide and oxygen, but because they are need to control their body temperature continuously. Some animals also there that can tolerate the minimum amount of mixing of carbon dioxide blood and oxygenated blood. Okay, in animals that do not use energy for this purpose, means they not regulate the body temperature. Okay, the body temperature depends on the temperature in the environment. Okay, they depend on the what body temperature depend on the temperature on the environment. Okay, the body temperature depends on the temperature in the environment. Since such animals like amphibians or may reptiles have three chamber hearts and tolerate some mixing of the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood streams. Okay, the reptiles are dependent on the water environment temperature, and they can tolerate the mixing of water carbon dioxide blood and oxygenated blood, and they having water 3-chamber heart. Okay, so mammals and birds having what 4-chamber hearts, and these reptiles having what 3-chambered hearts. They can tolerate the mixing of carbon dioxide blood and oxygenated blood. Okay, fishes on the other hand have only 2 chambers to their hearts. Okay, fishes having how many chambers? Only 2 chambers. Reptiles having 3 chambers. Okay, and humans having 4 chambers. And the blood is pumped to the gills, is oxygenated there, and passes directly to the rest of the body. Okay, the fishes are taking the oxygen from the water from the help of gills. In the gills, oxygen is absorbed by the blood and passes through the rest of the body. Okay, through the gills, the fish can absorb the oxygen from the water, and they will pass us through the rest of the body, and the hydrogen will be removed from the body. Okay, thus blood goes only once through the heart in the fish during a one cycle of passage through the body. Okay, see here the blood going through the only one time through a heart during a cycle is called as only one circulation. What is one circulation? Means the blood going through the heart in a for only one times during one cycle is called as one circulation. Other main important question comes here. What is a double circulation? Means the blood goes through the heart. The blood is goes through the heart twice during a cycle in other vertebrates. This is known as the what double circulation. 1 marks important question comes here. What is a double circulation? Means you can write the blood going through the heart twice during a cycle is called as what double circulation. Very important question. Basically double circulation means the double the word double indicating 2 times. Okay, the blood is going 2 times for through the heart is called as what double circulation. For first time is what oxygenation, and second time is what removing of the carbon dioxide. There are 2 times they will. First time they will take the oxygen from the blood and from the heart only. Okay, that again that will blood passes through the what, they will contain the what carbon dioxide blood. So the blood is passing 2 times the heart is called as what double circulation. Again very important question. The blood flowing through time that 2 times through a heart is called as a double circulation. Very important question. Okay, from this point of that heart goes the blood goes through the heart twice during each cycle. This is known as the double circulation. This is the important question. Okay, double circulation. Next comes here. So blood pressure. The force that blood exerts against the wall of the vessels is called as the blood pressure. Okay, what is the meaning of blood pressure? Means you can write this one. So what is blood pressure? So the force that blood exerts against a wall of the vessel. Okay, the blood is exerting the force against what walls of the vessels is called as what blood pressure. Okay, this pressure is much greater in arteries than in veins. Okay, the applying force is greater in what arteries than in veins. Okay, the force is greater in arteries compared to the veins. The pressure of blood inside the artery during ventricular systole is called as a systolic pressure. What is systolic pressure? Means we can write here. So the pressure of a blood inside the artery during ventricle systole is called as what a systolic pressure. So this much you have to write. Okay, next another question comes. What is a dystolic pressure? Means from this point you have to write here. So pressure in a artery during ventricular dystole is called as the dystolic pressure. The pressure of the blood inside a artery during ventricle systole is called as the systolic pressure. The pressure inside a artery during ventricle dystole is called as what dystolic pressure. Okay, systole means contraction and dystole means relaxation. This is called as what systolic pressure and dystolic pressure. Okay, first what is blood pressure? Means you can write from this point to this point, and what is systolic pressure? Means this right from the pressure to pressure, and the and dystolic means pressure to, again pressure. Okay, this much two definitions. Okay, next again normal blood pressure of the human body means so it is the 120 by 80. Normal 120 by 80 is the normal blood pressure of the human body or humans. Okay, remember that the normal systolic pressure is about 120 mm and the Hg means mercury, and dystolic pressure is what, 80 mm of Hg. Okay, remember that what is the normal blood pressure of humans means or human body means we can write what is 120 by 80. 120 by 80. Okay, this is the normal blood pressure. Okay, 120 by 80, this is called as the normal blood pressure. Again, a blood pressure is measured with the instrument called as the sphygmomanometer. Okay, which instrument is used to measure the blood pressure means you can write blood pressure is measured with an sphygmomanometer is the instrument that measures the blood pressure. Again, important question, remember that. Okay. High blood pressure is also called as a hypertension. Okay, high blood pressure is also called as what, a hypertension, and is caused by the contraction of arterioles. Okay, how the high blood pressure is also called as what, a blood hypertension. The hypertension is causes by contraction of arterioles. By the contraction of arterioles, that causes the what, hypertension, which results in increasing resistance to blood flow. If the hypertension the contraction of arterioles increases means hypertension will be caused. And what is the cause of, or what is the effect of hypertension means it will restrict the flow of blood. Okay, it restrict or stop the flow of blood. It can lead to the rupture of an artery and internal bleeding. Okay, it that blood is stopped or blood flow is resisted means so it can lead to the rupture. Rupture means broke down. Okay, rupture meaning is what, broke down of an artery. The breaking of artery is also possible, and internal bleeding and the blood will leakaging will happen. So due to the what, blood flow is stopped, means in artery will be broke down and internal bleeding will be happens due to the what, hypertension. Okay, next blood vessels. Okay, arteries are the vessels which carry blood away from the heart to various organs of the body. Since the blood emerges from the heart under high pressure, the artery is having thicker elastic walls. Okay, next question comes here. Why arteries having thicker elastic walls means arteries what is the function of arteries, mainly that it collects the blood from heart and send to the different parts of the body. This is the main function of the arteries. Okay, artery will collect the blood from the heart. Always collect the blood from the heart means that contain what, oxygenated blood. Okay, that artery is collecting the oxygenated blood from the heart and will pass to the each and every part of the body. So this means that is why they are having what, thicker elastic walls. So why arteries having thicker elastic walls means you can write from this point to this point. Okay, arteries are the vessels. Arteries are the vessels which carry blood away from the heart to various organs of the body. Mainly arteries collecting the blood from the heart and sending to the different parts of the body. Since the blood emerges from the heart under high pressure. Okay, the mainly the arteries are taking the blood from the heart and sending to the away from the heart means distance from the heart. Okay, away from the heart, the blood emerging from the heart, so that is having very high pressure. Okay, that high pressure, the arteries are thicker and elastic also. The blood emerging from the heart, so that time the blood is having what, very high pressure. So that time the arteries need what, thicker and elastic walls. This is the answer for that question. What is that question? So why artery is having thicker elastic walls means this much you have to write. Okay, this is very important question, remember that. Okay, veins collect the blood from different organs and bring back to the heart. Again, veins, what will do here, veins will collect the blood from the different parts of the body and it will send it to the heart. Okay, veins collects the different blood from the different parts of the body and send it to the water to the heart. Okay, they do not need thick walls because the blood is no longer under high pressure. Okay, another question comes here: why veins does not have thicker elastic walls? Why veins does not have thicker elastic walls means veins collect the blood from different parts of the body and it will send back to the heart, so that time the blood is no under pressure, so that they will not need they will not need or thicker elastic walls. But while coming from the heart, artery requires thicker elastic walls, because means at that time the blood is having what, high pressure. Okay, but while veins collecting the blood from the body parts, they will not the blood is no longer under high pressure, because that only veins does not having a thicker elastic walls, instead of they having what, thinner walls. Okay, correct. Okay, correct, it is the important question. So why arteries having a thicker elastic walls means that much hot, right? And veins having thinner walls means that much hot. Okay, these type of questions comes here. Why veins are having a thinner walls may be asked. Otherwise, why veins does not having a thicker elastic walls? Okay, both questions may be asked. Okay, answer is the same, that this much from this point you have to write. Okay, both are very important questions. Okay, practice it once. Instead, they have valves that ensure that the blood flows only in a one direction. Okay, in veins having what, valves that ensures that the blood does not flow backward direction. This is the function of valves. You already studied in previous class that function of valves is it prevents from the backflow of blood. Okay. On reaching an organ or tissue, the artery divides into smaller and smaller vessels to bring the blood in contact with the all the individual cells. Okay, after the reaching the blood is reaching to the organ. Okay, the blood is reaching to the organ or tissue, the artery divides into smaller and smaller vessels. Okay, when the blood is reached to the organ or a specific tissue, that time the artery will divide into smaller and smaller vessels to bring the blood in contact with all the individual cells. Okay, while the blood is passed from the heart, okay, the blood reaches to the organ or a tissue, that time the arteries is dividing into smaller and smaller vessels to send the blood to each or individual cells. Okay, that they are dividing smaller and smaller vessels to pass the blood through each and every cells in the body. The smallest vessel have walls which are one thick, are called as what, capillaries. Again, a very important question. So what is capillary means? You can write the smallest vessels have walls which are one cell thick. The smallest vessels which have only one thick cell are called as what, capillaries. Okay, this is the definition of capillaries. You can write. Exchange of material between the blood and surrounding cells takes place across the thin wall. Okay, this is the exchange of material between the blood and surrounding cells are taken by these thin cells only, a thin wall. Okay, the capillaries then join together to form a veins and that convey the blood away from the organ or a tissue. Again, these veins are again these capillaries are joined together to the veins. Again, these smallest vessels, that capillaries are again joined to the ultimately veins, and again the from these cells that carbon dioxide blood again passes through the veins. Okay, so that capillaries again joined to the veins, and that will pass the carbon dioxide blood to the heart, and after that through the lungs. Okay, that carbon dioxide is removed from the body. Okay, this is the function of veins, function of valves, function of arteries, and blood pressure, systolic pressure and diastolic pressure are discussed. Okay, next maintenance by platelets. Okay, what is the platelet and what is the function of platelets? Now how to discuss. Okay, what happens if this system of tubes develop a leak? Okay, we have discussed that the blood is going through the one cell to the other cell of the body, and they will transport the waste substance and other materials, so through the blood. Sometime the passage of the blood will be leakaged. So what happens to that particular sections of the body, and what will cause us to the that organism, that we have to think here. Okay, if that passage will damaged or a broken, okay, that time, or leakage, that time what will happens to the that organism. Think about a situations when we are injured and start bleeding. Okay, they are given the some examples. So sometime we are injured means, and the blood is the blood bleeding. Okay, the blood is bleeding. Naturally the loss of blood from the system has to minimize it. Okay, sometime we are got injured means our blood will be leakaging, so that you have to minimize the loss of the blood. Okay, you have to minimize means you have to stop the leakaging of the blood. Okay, in addition, leakage lead to the loss of pressure. Okay, if more blood is rising from the body, okay, that time that how blood goes from the body, the pressure of the body will be decreases. Okay, as the more pressure, sorry, the how much blood is coming from the body, that much pressure is decreased. Okay, which would reduce the efficiency of the pumping system. Okay, as the blood coming from the body, the pressure of the body will be decreases, and the efficiency of the pumping system will be reduced. Okay, to when the blood is leakaging. So that is how to stop the leakaging of the at the time of injury. Okay, to stop the leakaging of that time or at that instant, the body having a special kind of tissues called as the platelets. Okay, for to stop the leakaging, that is called as the platelet. That platelet will stop the leakaging of the blood. Okay, to avoid this, the blood has a platelet cells which circulate around the body and plug these leaks by helping to clot the blood at this point of injury. Okay, at the time of injury, the blood has a platelet to stop the leakage. Okay, the platelets will mainly do that, they circulate around the body, and they plug the leaks by helping them to clot at the time of injury. This is the main function of what, platelets. So in exam they will ask what is the function of platelets, means you can write the blood has a platelet cells which circulates around the body. I mean they will make the circulation around the body and plug these leaks where we got the injured, that time that part will leak the blood. Okay, that time the platelets will surround that part and that plug the leaks and helping to clot. Okay, they will clot and the blood leakage will be stopped by the platelets, and at the time of what, injury. Okay, this is the important question, write down from this. Okay, the blood has a platelet cells which circulate around the body and plug these leaks by helping to clot the blood at these points of injury. Whenever blood is leakaging in the body, that time that will stopped by the platelets by making the circulation around the leakaging, and they will stop the blood. Okay, this is the function of a platelet. Again, very important question is there. Okay, so thank you for watching. Next we will conclude the in next sections. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel and share with your friends, and thank you for watching.